Hey and welcome to Dead Cells. After the release of Return to Castlevania DLC, many new players came to Dead Cells and they have no idea what to do. So in this video I decided to update my previous video about tips for beginners and to tell you more interesting things that you need to know in order to complete the game. If you haven't watched the previous video, then I strongly recommend it so you'll find out about the basics. So let's draw out no longer and proceed to the video. Don't be afraid to run. Mobs until the 5th boss cell are unable to teleport to the player, so you can just run from them and wait for the moment when you can strike them and kill them without any problems. The only mobs that can teleport to you are the elite mobs, but you can still run away and find a better place to fight them. So next time you think there are too many mobs and it's kinda dangerous, don't be afraid and just run and return later to them. Even though you can dodge most of the attacks with rolling or parrying, and I personally believe that parrying is much better because if you parry successfully, you won't have a cooldown and you can parry the next attack instantaneously. Don't forget about the jump, because rolling always has a cooldown, so store it for the worst times. Most of the attacks can be easily dodged by jumping, and you should use it. Wasting your precious roll and getting a cooldown can be a fatal mistake that will completely ruin your run. So don't forget about all the movement features that are allowed in Dead Cells. Before trying to get your next boss cell, try your best to open all of the locations that are available for you. There are so many routes in this game, and for some people the worst route may be the best for them. Also, don't forget to try all of the bosses in order to open them for boss rush, and after that you can go to the boss rush room and fight with every single boss. This will help you to find out the easiest bosses for you and therefore construct your route in that way so you'll meet these bosses. Obviously there are routes that are objectively better than others because you'll get more scrolls, so if you're not afraid of mobs and you're feeling pretty confident, you can try them out. However, if you're still learning, try to find the easiest route for you so you'll get enough practice to be ready for harder routes. Let me tell you about some movement features that'll make you faster. Rolling is faster than simply running, so whenever you need to walk a lot, just roll and save some precious seconds. You can climb the ladders faster if you use the double jump. If you see a platform that is really close, it'll be faster to run up the wall after you get the spider rune and then climb that platform instead of taking the ladder or something like that. The animation of falling with impact can be easily cancelled by rolling. If you press the roll button right after you touch the ground, you won't perform an attack and you'll also get a speed boost. Be always careful which amulet you pick up. Some amulets can give you bonuses like additional jumps or even 2 additional jumps. The jumps are very useful for dodging, movement and also for challenge rifts. Don't underestimate this bonus. If you're playing right now on under 2 BC, you probably don't have problems with health and you see no point in food. But after you'll reach 2 BC, the health fountains will disappear, and you'll only have 1 health flask between the levels. So what should you do? If you didn't get food during the levels and you have low HP, don't dare to use your health flask. They are too precious to be wasted like that. Once you get to BC, the doors that require 2 BC will open, and behind them you may find the cook that sells food. He sells the food that restores 15% HP for 2000 gold, 50% HP for 4000 gold, and 1 health flask for 20,000 gold. Yeah, the prices are high as fuck. So instead of buying the health flask for 20,000 gold, which is obviously a lot, always buy the 50% health food. It is not that expensive, and if you have the gastronomy mutation, it'll give you more than 80% of your HP, which is really helpful at higher BCs. The cook always appears in certain locations, so you can check out the wiki in order to learn more about its presence on certain levels. So be careful with your health flasks, and don't waste them if a cook is near. Don't take the legendary weapon just because it's legendary. The damage of a legendary weapon is the same as if the weapon has S quality. Use the weapon that you're feeling comfortable to play with. Legendary weapons have unique affixes that sometimes are really useful and can completely change the course of your run. So before taking a legendary, try it out on some mobs, think if it's okay to use it on bosses, and if you like it, take it. If you don't, just sell it because some legendaries have useless affixes and some weapons are just inconvenient to use, especially for newbies. Learn to use shields. I know I've told you about shields in the previous video, but I'll say it again. Parrying is overpowered if used correctly. Not only the parrying doesn't have a cooldown, it can also help you to avoid attacks such as bombs that can be parried and returned back to the owner. Some bosses even have attacks that are extremely hard to dodge with rolls or jumps, for example Timekeeper and her shurikens, or the giant and his projectiles. Both of them can be parried with a shield, and it could help you to open the no damage door after the boss, which will give you a legendary weapon or skill. Even though I said that parrying has no cooldown, if you miss a parry, you won't be able to use the shield for something around 1 second, but if you manage to parry successfully, you can parry once again instantaneously. The last advice would be to not be afraid of death. Be afraid of not learning something from your death. Even the developers say that in the description of the game. Kill, die, learn, repeat. If you still haven't watched the first part of this video, then don't forget to watch it right now to learn more about Dead Cells. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in another one.